Hey guys, Car here, founder at Nightlink. So I got a great video today. We're just going to be going over an email marketing design tutorial for Klaviyo email marketing. And the cool thing is I've actually been able to generate well over $3.5 million for all my clients. And we've designed over 500 emails. So in this video, I'll be showing you the anatomy of creating a high converting email, mobile design principles, and actually real life examples from successful brands so you guys can see what works and you can replicate it, right? So let's get right into it. So what is the anatomy of a high converting email, right? What makes an email convert so well, right? Number one thing that is in a proven converting email is the header, right? Your header should include your logo, which is linked to your website, navigation links, right? This is optional, but way more useful for larger brands. If you're a smaller brand, try not to have navigational emails just to make sure you guys have a good centered reputation, and clean, simple design that actually loads quickly. Pro tip, you want to keep your header consistent across all emails to build actual brand recognition, right? So when every time people check their emails, literally from the second they load up, see the color, they know exactly who it is. That's the goal that we want, right? Number two is going to be our hero section, right? This is the most important part of the email because this is what the users see first when as they start scrolling, right? A compelling headline, right? A clear, benefit-driven, concise, a stunning hero image that is going to capture their attention and actually relates to your offer, paired with a clear call to action button above the first fold. This is key. We want it above the first fold so they can actually see it to optimize our click-through rates, right? And then your main offer or some sort of message so it's very digestible and they can understand it as soon as they skim it. And then third, right, this is going to be the body content. This is the second part of the email, right? And the body of your email should just be very scannable with short paragraphs and bullet points, right? We want to make it easy to digest. Use some sort of visual hierarchy, right? Headings, subheadings, body text. Now this could be going zigzag patterns, anything that is visual and easy on the eyes. And you want to use high quality images that actually focus on the benefits of the product, right? Not the features. Remember, people want to be sold the outcome, not the feature, right? Then you want to break up the text with visual elements because you need to remember people don't read emails. They just scan them, right? So you want to design that accordingly to where if they were skimming, they are still able to digest everything within the email. Then it is going to be your call to action button, right? Very important. It should stand out visually, so some sort of contrast color. You want to use action-oriented text like shop now, not click here, and be large enough so it can be tap on mobile, right? Key, make it at least 44x44 pixels. This will be really good if you are designing emails for mobile. And make sure to appeals multiple times for longer emails, at least 3-4 times. If it is longer email, more value-driven email, make sure to have it around 3-4 times about each section, right? And then create urgency when appropriate, right? So if it is the abandoned cart email, make sure you have it, right? You want to create some sort of urgency. It's really important. And then footer, right? It must include the unsubscribe link. This is a legal requirement. Please do not do this. If you guys do get reported, you can get into a lot of trouble. Make sure the potential customer has the ability to actually unsubscribe if wanted, right? Your physical address, again, legal requirement. Social media links, heavily encouraged because sometimes people go through an email, they may just like the design and they just want to check you guys' brand out. They may like the aesthetics, they may like the vibe, they'll follow, right? Again, it's all part of a funnel, right? If they follow, they see you guys, they see another email, they'll buy. Really important to make sure we can capitalize their attention in any way we potentially can. Any sort of additional links like private policy, terms of services, and it's pretty often overlooked opportunity in the footer to actually include social proof or trust elements like badges, review, ratings, award. Those go a very long way. And that's something you can set as a universal footer within the actual email itself. So you can just plug that in every single time when you take your emails from Figma, Canva, Adobe, whatever you're doing it on. And then you upload it on to Klaviyo. Make sure you can just set that as a universal footer, right? So next, right, what a lot of people don't know is that over 60% of email opens now actually happen on mobile devices, right? So here's how you can design for mobile first. You want a single column layout, right? Always use a single common layout, multi-layout, break on mobile and create actually a poor user experience. And we don't want any sort of friction in between that. We want large tappable elements, right? Button, links, CTAs should be large enough for thumbs, right? Apple recommends at least a minimum target size, once again, of 44x44 pixels. And then you want to make sure the font size and readability is really good. So you want minimum 16 pixels for body text, minimum 20 pixels for headings, and you want a high contrast between the text and the background. And avoid cursive and any sort of decorative fonts for body text because you don't want to make it harder for them to read or it may not render properly, right? And then you want to make sure the images are actually optimized. So just try to keep the images under 1 MB. Use JPG for photos, right? PNG for graphics for transparency. This is huge. Make sure you guys remember this, right? A lot of brands tend to switch it up or not do it properly. JPG for photos, PNG for graphics or transparency, right? Include all descriptive alt text for all images. Again, this really helps with deliverability. And then test how images appear when images are actually disabled. Then what you want to do, which is really smart, which a lot of brands tend to not do or your agency isn't doing, right? Preview and test, right? Klaviyo has a preview feature to check out how your email looks on a different device before sending. Send test emails to yourself, right? Send it to the potential person who designed the email. Just make sure it actually is optimized where the links work, images render properly, it's, again, legible, and it will convert, right? If all those check off, everything looks good, it will convert, right? So now here are some real world examples, right? So number one, the most important email you'll send out, the welcome email, right? So you'll notice how in this email, you are able to create some sort of emotional connections, right? Dress your little ones in comfort. This is huge. Parents want to make sure their children, who again are very special to them, are comfortable, right? And you want to go to make sure you're able to set expectations. Right here at Bums and Roses, we specialize in super soft bamboo wear that combines style, comfort to your little ones, right? Are high quality. And then it actually provides clear next steps where they can shop by theme and the CTAs set that expectation. Shop now, shop now, shop now, right? And then it reinforces the brand personality with some social proof, right? What are the moms saying? And then right again, here's some unique selling points like badges, right? What are good about the brands, which again, it is digestible, right? I can see with the graphics, with new arrival, this is this. This is a great welcome email that will convert really, really well, right? So that is a beautiful one. Next is the abandoned cart email, right? And the reason why this one works is because it shows the actual product that was left behind. It creates urgency without being pushy, right? Where it says, that's the sound while you work or watch a movie, hang out with friends. The point is popcorn goes with any occasion. So what are you waiting for? So yeah, not only is it actually showing the product being left behind really clearly, it's also creating that urgency without being pushy because it's showing you how you can use this product, right? You can eat it while you're with your friends, watching movies, anything. That creates a sense of urgency because it's applicable to their real life. And then more importantly than that, it's addressing some sort of common objections, right? It's letting them know like, hey, if you have any questions, ask us, we're here. And then they'll even give a 10% off, knowing that, hey, there may be a price objection, right? Let's give them 10% off. Let's give them a clear button to where they can come back from here or there to actually end up buying, right? And it makes returning to the checkout very effortless because it flows all in one, return to your cart, right? So this is a beautiful example. Next is our product launch, right? This is very common. So one thing that this email does really well is actually build anticipation. Have you heard the buzz? Great copywriting, right? It's not boring. It's lingo that people like to use. Great email. It clearly showcases the product benefits, which right here, it just shows the type 1 they have. And overall, this brand does a really good job by making sure it's incorporated in their products. As you can see right here, it lists out the macronutrients and it used consistent branding. As you can see throughout the email, flows really, really well. And it actually creates a sense of exclusivity, right? Not only saying, have you heard the buzz, implying the fact that, you know, you're within the community, so people are talking, but saying, hey, like, look, this product has been requested so much, we're letting you know about it, right? That makes people feel exclusive. It feels personalized. That's exactly what we want to deliver to these people, right? And then we have the post-purchase email, right? And these emails excel if you actually reinforce the customer's decision by saying like, hey, meet your new healthy habit. It makes people feel good about themselves. It provides actual useful information right here. It's important to take ownership of your health more than ever. That is good. It is reinforcing. And look, this email is great on the fact that it actually encourages sharing on their social media. They mention, right, their Facebook group. Specifically link it and mention it towards the email. Great. And it sets these states for just future purchases, letting them know, hey, taking healthy habits. Thing is, when it comes to a habit, you have to consistently do it. Now you have bought the product once and they're going to make sure you continue to do it because this is where campaigns become really useful and the content after, right? Which we will cover in a lot of other emails regarding how to set up post-purchase emails. So now you know how to properly design your emails. But the thing is, good designs are absolutely useless if you don't actually have the right email marketing strategy in place. So watch this video where I go over how you can set up the central automated flows, how to make email campaigns that actually add value and increase sales, and how to ensure all your emails go to the inbox instead of spam, and much more. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I'll be dropping way more valuable content like this so you can take your brand to that next level.